I got it. Hold up. Yeah. We will give people the opportunity to repent and to get it right. Because Christ went to the cross so that we could have life. He's not telling these people in the church, forget Moses altogether and forget the Old Testament. And we don't eat no pork neither. They scoffing at my ways cause I'm a law keeper. The way I kick the script, you probably thought it's FIFA. Lost without a cause, man, you should have seen me. I was fornicating young, unaware of demons. Transparent on the beat, I pray the Father see me. Was molested as a youngin', my life wasn't easy. So I thank the Most High, cause he didn't leave me. See me on their Instagram, they think that it's TV. But it's realer than that. Everything the Most High gave me, yeah, I'm giving it back. Yeah, I'm grateful for my calling, he didn't really need me. But he chose me anyway, I feel so beneath thee. Yeah, I focus when I pray, my God not a genie. It felt like the end of days, we repenting on repeat. Man shall not live on bread alone, so please eat. Okay.
All right. Shalawam, shalawam. Let's give all praises be to our Abanawa Yahweh Allah, the Allah of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Allah of Israel, and his son, the only begotten son, our Savior, our King, our brother, our friend, Hamashiach YAHAWAHSHI. I say Shalawam to all the Malaks and Ahchs out there, or Ahchs and Ahchwaths out there. Got a beautiful one here today. Thank you for tuning in. If you have tuned in, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Thank you for tuning in, Thawada. So let's dive right into it. This is going to be a quick one, but I thought it was very important. As always, I like to start off with Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in Yahweh with all thy heart, Salakia, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear Yahweh and depart evil. Fear Yahweh and depart evil. So today we're going to dive right into it. We're going to go into the book of Baruch, right? It's in the 1611 King James Bible. If you don't have it, you can pull it up on your screen. As you see, all you have to do is put 1611 King James Bible, and it will pop up right here. You go right here, and you press this button, and it'll tell you where it's at, and you just go to chapter 4. So with that being said, we're going to dive right into it. Like I said, it's not going to be a long one, but hopefully this edifies somebody. And we'll start at Baruch chapter 4, verse 1, and it says, this is the book of the commandments of Allah, or Allah Hayam, and the law that endureth forever. So his law endureth forever. Don't listen to the world and say that the law is done away with, because as we reading right here, it says it endureth forever. And they that keep it shall come to life. So the law and the keeping of the law, or the commandments, I should say, is what gives you life. But such as leave it shall die. Such as leave it shall die. Verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, so he's talking about Israel. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. So take hold of what? The commandments. Take hold of what? The commandments. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. It was another epistle, I would say, or scripture, however you look at it, that what talked about this light and that you could be illuminated, right? So I want to pull that real quick. Let's go to, we're going to stay here in Baruch. Keep this if you have it. And then I'm going to just jump over here and go to, let's go to John. John chapter 1. John chapter 1. We know we're talking about YAHAWAHSHI right here. because it says, in the beginning was the Word is who? YAHAWAHSHI, and the Word was with Allah, and the Word was Allahayam, right? So it's letting you know that the Word was with the Father, and the Word was Allahayam. Or let me say it like this. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the power, which is Allah, the Father, and the Word was Allahayam, or powers, which is a plural sense, which is saying, this is what God means. It means powers, plural sense. How do we know it's talking about plural sense? Because it says the Word was with. So that means it was two, with. It was two, right? With Allah, who is a singular sense, singular, the Father, and the Word was what? Allahayam, which would means that he was a power too. The same was in the beginning with Allah. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made. Talking about YAHAWAHSHI, you can go to Colossians chapter 1 for that. John 1:4, in him was life. So in him was life. The life, the essence of life was in him. And the life was the light of what? Man. Right? The light of man was in YAHAWAHSHI. And the light shineth in darkness. And the darkness comprehended not. What is darkness? Wickedness, evilness. Right? So darkness didn't comprehend it. Why? Well, their deeds was evil. Right? We know that. As we continue on, there was a man sent from Allahayam, whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of what? That light. He came to bear witness of the light. That's what John's job was, to bear witness of the light. That all, and it says man here, but as we can see, that's an italic, right? That was inserted in here. But it says that all through him might believe. He was not the light, or not that light, but was what? It says sent, you can see that's italic too, to bear witness of that light. So John was sent to bear witness of the light. Who was the light? YAHAWAHSHI, right? Verse 9. Verse 9. That was the true light. So YAHAWAHSHI is the true light. He is the one who gives life, right? Of course, from the Abanawa Yahweh, but it was, all authority was given to him. So, right, this was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. And then it starts to go on. Of course, we know he was born. It says, he was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. I don't want to go into there because that's going into something else. Right now, we're just talking about the light and being illuminated. Verse 9, once again, this, Salakia, that was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. So when you come in the world, you have that light, but we know we lose it as time goes on, because you start to do what? You start to have sin in your life. And we know unrighteousness and righteousness can't be together. You know, it has to be one or the other. So that was just something to refer back to, especially right here when it says, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Take hold of what? The commandments in the presence of the light, therefore that thou may be what? Illuminated. Let me drink a little water because my throat is. Here we go right here. Verse 3. Give not thy honor unto another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. That's very powerful right there. Let me say it one more time. Give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. I think YAHAWAHSHI spoke on this same very thing. Let's get it. He spoke on this same thing. Let's get it. Matthew 7. No, oh, here it is right here. verse 6, right? Give not that which is Kadash or Quadash unto the dogs, right? Strange nation unto the dogs. So give not that which is Quadash or holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before the swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and render you. Ask, and it shall be given, you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. So basically, he's saying the same thing Baruch just said in verse 3 is, give not thy honor. What is thy honor? The commandments, the law. It says, give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. So YAHAWAHSHI said the same thing. Let's get it again. The classic. Matthew 15. You know where I'm going, to the classic. Everybody know. You should know. You don't know? Now you will know. Matthew 15. Oh, let's start at verse, just start from the top, right? 21. Then YAHAWAHSHI went thence, and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out the same coast, and cried unto him, saying, have mercy on me, Master, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. But YAHAWAHSHI, of course, he answered her not a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, send her away, for she crieth after us. But he answered her and said, let me just illuminate that whole thing right there. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. This is what YAHAWAHSHI said. Remember who we're starting with. Then YAHAWAHSHI went. So it says, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. This is who YAHAWAHSHI was sent to, or who the world calls Jesus, right? Verse 25. Then came she, and what she do? She worshipped him, saying, Master, or Lord, help me, right? So she worshipped YAHAWAHSHI. And then he did what? Here it is, right here. But he answered her and said, what? What did he say? What did he say? It is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to who? Dogs. Who is the children? Israel. What is the bread? He is the bread. He is the life. He is the light. So if YAHAWAHSHI said he is the life, he is the light that illuminates men, right? And he's saying right here, and cast it to dogs. So she knew that she was a dog. How do we know she knew? Because verse 27 right here says, and she said, truth. Truth. She knew. Truth. What YAHAWAHSHI said was truth. And she said, truth, Master, yet the dogs, she's still referring to herself as a dog. She's still referring to herself as a dog. She knew she was a dog because she said, truth, Master, yet the dogs eat the crumbs which fall from their master's table. So she was referring to him as Master, the table, and all she was concerned about is getting the crumbs that fall to what? The floor. Not getting the loaf. She's not getting the whole bread. She's not, when you buy a loaf of bread and you get what? I don't know how many slices come in there. 15, 20 slices of bread, or you just get a whole loaf of bread. Hey, when you get a loaf of bread, even if you bake it yourself, when you pick it up or take it out of the thing, it's little crumbs that are left in the pan, or just say you cut it on your on the table or something. Like she said, it's little crumbs left over. What do? A lot of times you go get a napkin or you get a towel and you wipe those crumbs up. And what do you do with those crumbs? You throw them in the trash most of the time. right? But for people that have dogs, you know that dog, as soon as you walk out, if your dog is in the house, he's going to go lick around where you just wiped up to see if there was any crumbs, right? And he's so satisfied when he get those little crumbs that were on the floor. But yet to you, they mean what? Nothing. Because you have the whole loaf. So those mere little crumbs that fall off mean nothing to you because you have the whole loaf. And this is what YAHAWAHSHI is explaining to her, that she was a dog, right? So this is what it's saying right here. Verse 3, give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. Wow. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to Allah are made known to us. One more time, verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to Allah are made known to us. Made known to who? Israel is saying. We can get this. We can go right to it. Let's get it. Psalms. Let's go right to it. Hopefully you guys can see it. Hopefully everything is clear on the screen. Let's jump straight to it. Let's go straight to the meat. Verse 19. He showeth his word unto who? Jacob. This is what we just said in Baruch, right? Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it, right? Take hold of it. The light, so you could be illuminated, right? This is what it's talking about in Psalms. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Right? He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as far as his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. And if anybody try to wiggle around that, I'm going to get it in the NLT, New Living Translation. So you can't wiggle around it because it's right here in the New Living Translation. Let's jump to verse 19. He has revealed his word to Jacob, his decrees and regulations to Israel. Israel. Verse 20. Man, I got to highlight this whole thing. He has not done this for any other nation. Nation is what, people? Oh, let's click on it because they're going to say it's something else. Let's go down. Nation. H1471. And it says people. Nation, people. Right? Nation, people. Goyim, nation. Right? It's used not only for let me see. Oh, right here. Nation 374 times. Heathen 143 times. Gentiles 30 times. And people 11 times. So this word is generic. It's not just one thing. These are the things that it's used for. When you see nation, it's talking about people. It's talking about heathen. It's talking about Gentiles, right? So let's go back. That's who it's talking about. Psalms 147. Verse 20, he has not done this for any other people. No other people, which nation he has done this for. They do not know his regulations. So no other nation of people but Israel knows his regulations. And then it says, praise Yahweh, right? That's what it's talking about. Verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to Allah are made known to us. I just proved it right here. Psalms 47, 19, and verse 20. Okay. Let's read on. Verse 5. But be of good cheer, my people. Be of good cheer, my people. The memorial of Israel, or the remembrance of Israel. Be of good cheer, right? I got Deuteronomy right here. I'm gonna jump to Deuteronomy real quick. Be of good cheer. Let me get the classic. Be of good cheer. Obey Allah and prosper. Oh, the classic 6 and 4, right? Well, look, floweth with milk and honey. The classic. Hear, O Israel, Yahawah or Allah is one. Yahawah. Or Shema Yasha'Allah, Yahawah, Allahayanawa, Yahawah Akah. Khan. Right? All praises be to the Most High Yahweh for that. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations or to the heathens. Right? Just showed you that. H1471. So you were sold to the nations, not for destruction or not for your destruction, but because you moved Allah to wrath. Ye were delivered unto your enemies. You were delivered unto your enemies. Let's get that in Deuteronomy 2. Let me see. Let's go back where I was, 28. Let me pull that real quick. Right? If verse 1 says this, let's get verse 1. Deuteronomy 28. I don't blow it up too big. Salakia. Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh thy Allah, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that Yahweh thy Allah will set thee on high above all nations, above all people of the earth. Verse 2, and all these barakas or blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy Allah. Then it goes on to tell you about all the blessings. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body. Right? So you continue on talking about all these blessings, right? But when we read in Baruch, it said what? You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Allah to wrath. Ye were delivered unto your enemies. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to Allah. Right? So they were doing things, unrighteous things, opposite of what the Most High told them to do. And, you know, we can see this all in Deuteronomy 28 if you just want to refer back to it right here. Disobedience, as you can see it. And it says in verse 15, Deuteronomy 28:15, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy Allah, to observe, listen, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. I hope you see that. But it shall come to pass again, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy Elohim, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And as you can see, verse 16, it says, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field, and continue on about being cursed, right? And even here, when you go back and say you were sold to the nations, when we go to Deuteronomy 28, and we'll just jump all the way down, about to wrap it up right now. We'll jump all the way down to 68, the classic, and it says, Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. We know you don't have to take a ship to go into Egypt. And we know what the Israelites were doing in Egypt. They were doing hardcore bondage and slavery. By the way thereof, I speak unto thee, thou shalt not see it no more again. See what? Your homeland, which we have not. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for slave men and slave women, or bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you or redeem you from there. Right? And we have not. But at least we know here it says it wasn't for our destruction. It was because we moved the Most High to wrath, and we were delivered into our enemies, right? Because our ancestors, our forefathers was doing what? They were doing things like sacrificing to the devils, unrighteousness, sending their children through Molech and things like that. And not only that, worshiping and praising Hasatan and, you know, the sun and all these different things that people do today. You know, it's the same thing as Ecclesiastic said. There's nothing new under the sun, you know. And you could continue to read Baruch. There's so much in here, but I don't want to keep going because it really starts talking about, you know, how we got taken away out the land and, you know, the land is desolate and things like that. And basically the land was mad with us because of what we did. And now, you know, Jerusalem had to be desolate, which it still is today, you know. So with that being said, hopefully this edifies somebody. And, you know, I'll go all the way back up to the top, starting at verse 1. Remember this, that this book is of the commandments of Allah and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life. You will have life if you keep the commandments, but such as leave it shall die. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light, therefore, thereof, Salakia, that thou may be illuminated. So illuminate yourself. And remember to not give thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto you, Israel, to strange nations. Okay, remember that. And like I say, hopefully this edifies somebody. I told you it wasn't going to be a long one, but hopefully, once again, this helps somebody. And that's why we do the work. Giving all praises to our Abanawa Yahawah, Allah, called HALAL Yahawah, the Abanawa of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to the 12 tribes out there. I'm going to say Shalawam.
Evil people feel it, they want and assign me. No way. In the secret place of the Most High, you'll find me.